InnerSpaceCaverns.com. Inner Space Caverns. Check it out. Your adventure awaits.
This summer's must-have accessory, it's the Simon Plus Rewards program, where you can access exclusive offers for shopping, dining, and having fun at Simon malls, mills, and premium outlets. Plus, you can get points and rewards for shopping at shopsimon.com too. It's free to join, and there are even more exciting perks to enjoy every time you shop. Sign up at simonplus.com today and get ready to summer in style. Rewards program terms apply. See simonplus.com for details.
Hey, John, why so glum?
I just got let go. The company's downsizing. This is the third time in the last 2 years. I'm done with this.
Have you thought about My Computer Career? I've heard they can train you for a career in IT in just a few months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI. And you don't need prior training or experience. Now that's a recession-resistant career.
Wow, thanks. I'll check them out.
Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. mycomputercareer.edu, an elite CompTIA certification partner. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Livestrong supports the first responder ride from Boston to New York. Register at livestrong.org/ride.
This is KVET AM Austin, Sports Radio 1300 The Zone, an iHeart radio station, and your home for the horns. Guaranteed human.
The morning kickoff. The morning kickoff.
It's the morning kickoff with Mike Hardball Harge and the world's strongest man, WWE Hall of Famer, Mark Henry, on your home for the horns. 1300 The Zone.
Good morning, Austin, Pflugerville, H-Town, Pearland, Mo City, El Paso,
San Antonio, and Silsbee, Texas,
or wherever you may be listening. This is a Throwback Thursday edition of the Morning Kickoff right here on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone, and always free on the iHeart Radio app. Today is going to be a busy day as we talk Texas football. Is this Sark's best roster since he's been in Austin? And what can we expect from Arch Manning? We've got the draft conversation as it finally ended yesterday, and some more players are on the move. We have Eric Henry of Horns 247 to talk all things Texas Longhorns. And, of course, we've got to talk about Texas basketball schedule as it came out as well. USA will take on Turkey tonight, and we got to listen to some of the fans that have been there. JJ Gotch of the Austin Gamblers will be joining us at 8 o'clock. There's a new series here, and, of course, it's always time to talk Gamblers as we're getting closer and closer to Gambler Days. The NFL camp schedule is out. The Cowboys and Texans have their report dates. And, of course, there is a crazy story in the NFL, and I want to get your thoughts. I am your host, Mike Hardball Harge. My co-host is a WWE Hall of Famer and recognized as the world's strongest man. He is the Mark Henry.
Good morning, Austin.
And, of course, we got our guy Ronald behind the boards. And if you want to be a part of the show, all you got to do is text the word Texas, followed by your message to 81530. Standard data and message rates may apply. That's the word Texas, followed by your message to 81530. Standard data and message rates may apply. And if you want to voice your opinion, all you got to do is use that talkback feature on the new and improved and always free iHeartRadio app. If it's good enough, you might even hear it on air.
If it's good enough.
For the most part, just hang in there. I mean, we know you're trying. You're trying. All right, let's get into this because, as you know, Texas football never sleeps. It's all about football in the state of Texas. You got rankings that are coming out. You have so many different things that are there. And the guys are working really, really hard over at practice at the stadium. They are getting busy. They're trying to, make y'all happy because a lot of folks, have high expectations when it comes to this Texas Longhorn football team.
What makes you happy, Harge?
Softball's done. Everything's done. It's all now downhill headed towards football season.
Yeah.
That's all everybody's excited about.
What makes you happy is winning.
Absolutely.
that's what it all boils down to. Coach Sark does have a great roster. Is it the best one? We'll talk about it. Winning is the ultimate cure. It's the best deodorant in the world.
Right.
So I just say just win, baby. I go back to the old Al Davis credo. Just win, baby.
Yeah, if they win, everybody's happy. If they lose, not so much. As we break down the season and get closer and closer to the season, we'll start looking at where things need to be great, where are the holes. We'll talk to Eric Henry about that as well. We got a chance to talk to our guy, Joe Cook, yesterday. We got a chance to talk to Joe Cook on Tuesday. We talked to Danny Davis on Wednesday. So we'll get Eric's thoughts on this football team. But David Pollock, Georgia player, and worked for ESPN. I don't know what he's doing now, but he was on a podcast just the other day, and he was asked about the Texas Longhorns, and he gave some great insight on what he thinks about this football team.
This is all about the growth of Arch Manning. One of the coolest things, guys, and I'm sure y'all saw this, was Arch talking about last season. I saw him do this a couple months ago, and he was like, you know what? I got to the point where I was like, okay, so much pressure, so much disappointment, all this stuff. Screw it. I'm going to go have fun. Yeah. And that's what he did. And breaking down his tape, we broke down his tape at like start to finish last year, and watching the maturity in which he grew and where he grew. And listen, there's still some areas he can grow in, but the talent and what he can do, it's pretty incredible. Like, I mean, Cone obviously playing the quarterback position. Like, you guys understand, like the quick trigger. Like, he's got that. The toughness, he's got that. The ability to run, he's got that. Like, you saw him against Michigan in the bowl game also, Cone. You saw that one, right? Like, he's still running, making big plays, hitting 20 miles an hour on the GPS, one of the better games of the season. So I think you saw the maturation of Arch, which leads you to say taking the next steps. And like you said, you're going to go over the new additions. Those new additions take Arch from being a guy that kind of had to be great to, man, I've got greatness around me minus one spot. And then that's, to me, there's one fatal flaw for this offense that they better get figured out. And if they don't, it's not going to matter.
And what they're talking about, that flaw that they are talking about, is that offensive line. And I believe that the offensive line led by Trevor Gooseby, Mr. Everything for them on that offensive line, I think that is going to be the integral part of the success of this Texas football team.
Yeah, and it's going to decide whether or not is he going to truly be a guy that's going to get drafted in the top 15.
Well, I look at this, and he won't be by himself on that, but leading it is one thing. But here's the other part for me. I don't think the offensive line was that bad last year. They had moments. I mean, Texas is a 10-win team. The only thing you did not have was a guy go for 1,000 yards. At the beginning of the season, everybody was bad. Everybody was trying to figure out which way they wanted to go. As the season went on and Arch started having success, he didn't do it by himself. He got protection. They were able to run the ball. They were able to move it. That's the thing that I keep wanting people to understand. Yes, were there moments where there were breakdowns? Absolutely. But we cannot say that this team the offensive line was just
We didn't
terrible.
say that they were trash. We didn't say that they were terrible. We said that they were disorganized and they didn't know what they were doing week to week. They had no cohesion. The combo blocks and like inside out blocking it failed all the time. And Arch bailed them out by running outside the tackles, which is a cardinal sin as a quarterback. You're gonna run outside your tackle.
If you're
not going to throw it away, then don't do that.
Why is that?
Arch is an anomaly because of the athlete that he is. So he was able to do things with his legs just like Vince Young did. Well, maybe not to that extent, but a lot better than most.
Wasn't nobody complaining when Vince Young was doing it. So that's what I'm saying.
If it's successful, like I said, winning is great deodorant.
Exactly. Arch was successful. He was able
But he shouldn't have to do that as much as he did, is what I'm saying.
But if you have that type of athletic ability, sometimes that just takes over.
Design it. Design it.
I don't want it to be designed. You don't need it to be designed. If the pocket breaks down and he's the athlete that we see that he's capable of being, that's what you want.
Right, and that's what we got.
That's what
I'm saying from the standpoint of Arch did it last year, and I'm not trying to argue with you.
I'm not either.
I'm just saying. Yeah, you are. You're always trying to argue.
All right, then if we want to argue, let's argue.
I'm saying that there was a couple of times where they ran design traps and counter trays that put two offensive linemen out in front of Arch, and Arch ran. That was design. It was awesome. I think it was brilliantly drawn up. Let's do more of that than now. When I say more than him freestyling, it's really not a freestyle if you have 4 wide receivers and the secondary is in man-to-man coverage, because then now they're going to all have their backs to Arch. Mm-hmm. That's 4 people that's down the field 20 yards. Now run. He ran 22.4 miles per hour. There's a lot of wide receivers and running backs can't run that fast. Run, Arch, run.
So we can't have both, right?
No, but that's a design situation.
But for him, what have I always said? If your guys aren't open and you feel like you feel pressure, get out of there, get as many yards as you can and get down. That's football, though.
And that's just football.
That's football.
But that's also a design plan that when this happens, this is what you do. That's one of your options. But I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the drop back, 3 steps, but somebody's already there out reaching for you. 5 steps. You got a guy coming screaming down your neck. 7-step drop. He get hit in the back hard before he gets his feet planted.
Well, I'm going to tell you this. If that is the case, then coaching needed to be better of don't put him in the deep drop if you don't feel like your line can do that.
Well, I think that one of the advancements this year for Arch is the fact that now he's going to have to work on his cadence. He's going to have to be able to read the defense before, and his uncle was the best at it. Mr. Omaha himself. He would see the coverage, give him a bark, a hard count. Guys, don't move. And they always had the code. Red, don't move. And if Arch can get better at his cadence and reading the defense before, he's going to throw a bunch of touchdowns just off the simple fact that these guys they're coming, guys. I'm just going to lob it out there. You lob it out there to Cole, Wingo, Bishop.
You got guys.
You got guys.
So we'll see how he grows and what's next for this Texas football team. But what's next? The NBA draft. A lot went down, but more importantly, what's going to go down with the trades. And then we have our guy, Eric Henry of Horns 247, USA, and JJ Gotch, CEO of the Austin Gamblers, joins us at 8 o'clock. Busy Thursday, right here on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio, AM 1300 The Zone, and always free on the iHeartRadio app.
Everything runs through Austin.
Swing and a miss! Light the tower! The Texas Longhorns have won their 2nd straight softball national championship.
Congratulations to Texas softball on winning back-to-back national championships.
Barry going back, warning track, deep, it's gone! Tegan's 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss.
1300 The Zone, your home for champions, your home for the Horns.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One,
is coming back to Las Vegas.
September 18th and 19th at T-Mobile Arena. Streaming live on Disney Plus and Hulu.
And you can be there
for a weekend full of superstar performances.
Are you ready?
Once-in-a-lifetime moments you'll have to see to believe.
We're getting this party going home!
Only limited single-night tickets remain. Get yours while you still can now at AXS.com. And we'll see you at our 2026 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Presented by Capital One.
From the Odoo.com Traffic Center, Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
Starting to slow down this morning over on I-35 northbound, about an 8 to 10 minute out of your commute, going from the 45 Southeast Toll up to William Cannon Drive. Also some light brake taps over on 183 northbound from 130 to Highway 71, but so far so good on the southbound side of Mopac, where it's under 5 minutes going from 183 to 45th. I'm Jason Fossick with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by Lorenz & Lorenz, personal injury attorneys.
I'm attorney Ted Lorenz. If you've been hurt in a car or truck wreck, Lorenz & Lorenz is here for you. We offer a free consultation and don't get paid until we win your case. Lorenz and Lorenz, we're on top of it. Austin, Texas.
Use Polymarket to trade this week's Turkey versus USA match. Delete that sportsbook app that's robbing you and join the millions using Polymarket. Polymarket is a prediction market, not a sportsbook. You trade against other fans, not the house. Polymarket, your go-to prediction market for soccer's biggest stage. Available in all 50 states. Download the Polymarket app. Use promo code TACO to unlock $50 free for your first trade. That's promo code TACO. Trading not available in all jurisdictions. Check local regulations before trading. Restrictions and eligibility apply.
Tonight on Fox.
What a huge moment.
America's World Cup dream continues.
Shot taken. Go!
Don't miss Christian Pulisic lead out the Stars and Stripes in a huge final group matchup. Against Turkey. USA, Turkey, tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern on Fox and streaming live on Fox One.
Uber and Lyft drivers. Driverless cars are coming. Will drivers be replaced, or will drivers own what comes next? Fair Co-op helps drivers earn up to 90% and gives out 25% of net profits from each ride for referrals. For life. Be a leader, the first in your city. Help build the movement. The drivers who lead now can help shape the next generation of rideshare. Fair Co-op, official partner of iHeartRadio. Download the app now at fair.coop/iHeart. That's FARE.coop/iHeart.
At Uline, they know going the extra mile takes hard work. For companies pushing to go further, Uline will go the distance with you. 24/7, they answer the phone to get you the shipping and industrial supplies you need. Business can move fast. Unexpected large orders, adverse weather, new safety guidelines, and changing economic trends. Uline works hard keeping 41,000 items ready to ship, minimizing detours on your way to the extra mile. Visit uline.com.
Flowers fade, cards get tossed, but a personalized song, that lasts forever. Surprise someone you love with a custom song made just for them with Joybox. Visit joybox.com to get started on your personalized song today. Don't just say I love you, sing it with Joybox.
This feeling is brought to you by Aleve for Arthritis Pain Relief. What feeling is that? Well, it's the feeling you feel when you have relief from arthritis pain. It's that my hands don't hurt just holding things feeling. That, wow, I can actually move well feeling. You know, that go about your day without worrying about every little movement or ache feeling. Oh, yeah. Because Aleve targets arthritis pain at the source of inflammation for long-lasting relief, so you can keep moving through it. Feel up to 12 hours of arthritis pain relief with one dose. Feel Aleve. Use as directed for minor arthritis pain.
If you're a fight fan and you haven't seen the BKFC app yet, you're missing the world's most exciting combat sport. Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship has changed the game. No gloves, no stalling, no boring rolling around on the ground. Just pure violence and pure entertainment. The BKFC app includes live events, past fights, original series, behind-the-scenes access, merch discounts, and more. Only $7.99 a month or $49.99 a year. Get the BKFC app at bkfc.com.
This July 4th, celebrate with America 250 at America's Block Party, hosted by Queen Latifah. It's a 4th of July benefit show happening at the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum, featuring music performances from major artists, including Chris Stapleton and the Smashing Pumpkins, patriotic tributes, and the kickoff to Giving Forth, helping to make this the biggest season of giving in American history. Get your America's Block Party tickets at america250.org/LA.
Hey, it's Coach Sark. Now back to the morning kickoff with Harge and Henry on your radio home for the Longhorns, 1300 The Zone.
Welcome to the morning kickoff right here on Sports AM 1300 The Zone. Coming up in the next segment, we'll have our guy Eric Henry of Horns 247 as we break down the Texas football team upcoming season, and the basketball schedule came out. A lot of great home games here on the 40 acres for Texas men's basketball. So be excited when we get a chance to talk about it. But right now, let's get into the NBA. The draft is over. A lot of grades that are out there for the NBA draft. And the one thing that I've always looked at is when they give out these draft grades, what is the rush? And what do you mean by that, Mike? Well, I mean, why are we going to put out certain draft grades when we don't know what these players are going to be like when they get to the NBA? There's a lot of guys that, go back and you look at it and you say, oh, they got an A for drafting this guy. They got an A for drafting this guy. Or they got a C for drafting this guy. And it completely flips. It's completely different. A guy comes in, they got an A, he was a bust. A guy that was underrated, Austin Reeves, didn't get drafted. Now he's one of the highest paid undrafted players in the history of the NBA. Things like that happen throughout these times. Are the Lakers, did they get an F for missing on Austin Reeves? You know what I'm saying? So, like, he wasn't drafted. He was an undrafted player. Van Fleet, undrafted player. Two of the highest paid undrafted players. So I'm always hesitant when they give out draft grades and people look at them and say, oh, well, that team is terrible, this is bad, and all the other stuff that goes along with it. But there was some good moves that were made, and one of those moves was the fact that the Lakers did sign Austin Reeves. He is now going to be there. You're a Lakers fan. You're a Knicks fan. Which team are you rolling?
I like basketball.
You're a Spurs fan. You all these fans. Like what's
I gotta pick one?
I mean,
man, that ain't fair.
Oh my gosh. Who are you? What'd you tell me all the time? Life ain't fair.
Life ain't fair.
So who is your team, Mark? That's what I need to know.
I'm rolling with the Spurs.
Moving forward.
Mark,
you are a Spurs fan.
Yes.
All right. But tell me about your Lakers and how they
Whoa. We just addressed that, sir. We just addressed that. As a kid, I loved the Lakers. Also, as a kid, I loved the Oilers. But when the Oilers, when Tony Dorsett, started being Tony Dorsett, I became a Cowboy fan. And Wemby has that effect. But more than that, it was George Gervin. Like, not just watching him play, but meeting the man made me a fan of the franchise.
Right.
So I'm rolling with the Spurs, man.
All right. Well, let's talk about your former team, the Los Angeles Lakers.
Okay.
Is this a move that you looked at and was like, yeah, this is about right? This should happen for him?
To be honest, no. I thought that they should have went with guys that were more defensive guys to surround Luka with attacking guys. And maybe might be still the case because now we're in free agency. And all of the trades that they're just talking about making is scary. I mean, franchise guys. Boston Celtics trading Brown. Memphis trading Ja Morant. The Hornets talking about trading LaMelo Ball. Like, there's some conversations out there right now of big-time players. What is LeBron going to do? What is Kawhi Leonard going to do? Like, there's some big stuff. You would hope that all of this would happen soon. But that's not the case. They got 3 weeks. So, I mean, it's good for us. It just gives us like 3 weeks of stuff to talk about.
Yeah. But the Lakers are a team that they're a long way away from winning, I believe.
Yeah.
I don't think they have the pieces
they need
for
bigs.
it. They got to get younger. That's an old basketball team.
Yes, they are.
A very old basketball team with a bunch of injured players a lot of the time. Look at what Luka did. Gone for a while. Austin Reeves, gone for a while. LeBron, out. I mean, there's just different things that happen. So we'll see how that plays out. Another big news that is the possibility of happening is the situation with one LaMelo Ball.
Welcome back to Brooklyn. We're all here for the NBA draft, but we're quickly turning the page to free agency. So let's bring in our senior insider, Shams Charania. Shams, I understand you have some breaking news.
Malika, we started the night talking about Boston's Jaylen Brown, and another star whose name is picking up steam in the NBA trade market here during draft week as we get closer to free agency is Charlotte's LaMelo Ball. Multiple teams are strongly pursuing LaMelo Ball right now. The Hornets are engaged, I'm told, and Ball had a strong finish to the season. It mirrored the Hornets' rise over the course of the last calendar year. both sides have been in a good place. Ball does want to be in Charlotte, I'm told, but this is an organization fielding some aggressive offers. So if the price is met, he could very well be on the move. This is a developing story, potentially over the next 24, 48 hours.
24, 48 hours. LaMelo Ball, we could see on the move here. Shams, thank you so much for that.
How do you feel about that move with him going to Minnesota?
Ooh.
Him and Anthony Edwards.
Bro, that would be so dangerous. Like that gives Minnesota another chance to advance because they would be attacking and they would be huge.
Yep.
You know, from a backcourt situation, like LaMelo is 6'8" point guard.
Yeah.
And Anthony Edwards, he's 6'5.5" or whatever, but he plays so much bigger than that. And I forget the forward's name that played so well when Anthony Edwards was out. Like that would be really, really good. That would put you in a lot of games with Julius Randle gone. And now you don't lose. Julius Randle took a lot of horrible shots.
Well, he gone.
He gone now.
Yeah.
So now those 17 to 20 shots that he used to take is going to go to those guys because the Eiffel Tower is not going to take them.
Yeah, he wasn't part of the conversation as far as, hey, we got to make sure that we get some guys that don't
touches.
shoot. Yeah, we got to make sure we get
he's
these
never
guys
in that
can
equation.
shoot. No, he's never been part of
so
that.
So who are they going to bring in addition to fortify their power forward position?
I don't know. And, this offseason, as you mentioned, is going to be very, very interesting when it comes to voids that need to be filled. When you look at the draft and you see what Houston was able to do, you look at the draft and see what Dallas was able to do, new regime in Dallas, new front office, new head coach. So the dynamics of who they are is something that's going to be studied to see what's going to happen with them. Are they going to be able to keep Kyrie Irving? Is he going to be the point guard? I think the fact that Cooper Flagg played some point worked out well for them. They can move him around. If there's a situation where he needs to go back and do that, he's already had that kind of experience. And then you look at San Antonio. What is San Antonio going to try to resurge to be there back at that pinnacle and this time getting over the top?
I think San Antonio did a really good job. The two guys that they brought in were exactly what they needed. 6'10", 6'11", 250, 261-pound space eaters, rebounders, lob threat guys that are so big and strong. And that's where we talked about the Spurs just were not a big, strong team.
Right.
They had a lot of skill, a lot of finesse, but you need some grunts. You need some guys that it hurts when you drive in there on them.
Right.
And they accomplished that. I think that the Sacra-Kingos did a good job of filling the cabinet.
So what?
Sacramento Kings. I call them the Sacra-Kingos.
Okay.
My affectionate name for them.
Okay. All right.
But they did really well in getting guards to help out with what they need.
Yep, absolutely. And Darius Acuff is a star just recently. Well, he's now a Reebok. I didn't even know Reebok was still out there, but he is the answer, like AI. When we come back, we're going to talk to our guy, Eric Henry of Horns 247, to get the latest and get his thoughts on the Texas Longhorns and what's next on the 40 acres. Right here on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio, AM 1300 The Zone, and always free on the iHeartRadio app.
From the Lorenz and Lorenz Traffic Center.
A 15-minute slowdown this morning due to a crash on I-35 northbound at Robert S. Light Boulevard that blocks off the left lane. Your backup here starts from Kyle Parkway. There's also a crash on 183 southbound at Highway 71 and a scattered accident blocking out both the left and the right shoulder on Mopac southbound at Palmer Lane. I'm Jason Fossick with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by Liberty Mutual Insurance. Switch to Liberty Mutual, and they'll customize your auto and home insurance so you only pay for what you need. Why pay full price when you can customize and save? For more information, visit libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
For 117 years, Cover Ford and Hutto has delivered for their community. Don't wait for a better Ford deal, because right now, get the 2026 Ford F-150 for just $39,634, or get behind the wheel of a Ford Explorer for $41,224. Plus, when you qualify for employee pricing, they're offering an additional $1,000 in savings on top of that. That's an extra $1,000 off. Our employee pricing only at Cover Ford and Hutto. Come see us and drive one today off Highway 79 in Hutto. CoverFordHutto.com.
July 4th, 2026, the 250th anniversary of American independence. The Great American State Fair becomes the center of it all. All 50 states, a national prayer moment. And that night, the largest fireworks display in the history of the world. There's never been a July 4th like this one. There never will be again. Plan your trip at freedom250.org. Freedom 250, the Great American State Fair, July 4th.
50 years in the Lone Star State, a one-stop shop so you're never late. Price is so low that you want to know
which way to Specs.
Come on, let's go.
Specs fine spirits and finer foods. World-class service, that's all about you.
Shop Specs, it's how we do. A huge selection since 62. Shop Specs, low price, amazing. Here's to you. Cheers to savings.
And the match is about to begin.
Most of the team is out with COVID-19, so there'll be some substitutes tonight.
What's this? We have an unexpected guest on the field.
It's a dog, but they could do with extra players.
She's going for the ball.
Our front paws, hands or feet.
Soccer season is full of surprises, and COVID-19 could be one of them. If you test positive, prescription medications may help. Ask your doctor if they're right for you. Learn more at PfizerForAll.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile with a message for everyone paying big wireless way too much. Please, for the love of everything good in this world, stop. With Mint, you can get premium wireless for just $15 a month. Of course, if you enjoy overpaying, no judgments, but that's weird. Okay, one judgment.
Visit mintmobile.com/radio.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. Intro rate first 3 months only, then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. Default terms at mintmobile.com.
The NBA draft wrapped up with round 2 last night. The champion Knicks making 2 selections, German guard Jack Cahill and Vanderbilt product Tyler Nickel. Other NBA headlines, the Lakers signed guard Austin Reeves to a 4-year max deal worth $185 million. And reports out that the Hornets are looking to trade guard LaMelo Ball. And from the NFL, Detroit Lions DB Darian Arnold arrested in Tampa facing felony robbery and kidnapping charges. I'm Matt McCoy.
This is Katina Mobley. This is what's trending from iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Buyers Barricades.
For traffic control, rentals, sales, and 24-hour service, trust Buyers Barricades. From roadway safety to special event traffic planning, they've got Texas covered. Visit buyersbarricades.com and keep Texas roads safe. That's buyersbarricades.com. Visit the site today.
The global stage is lit. The 2026 FIFA World Cup is on.
Lionel Messi!
iHeartRadio and Fox Sports are bringing you every match of FIFA World Cup 2026.
Live. Lock in your preset now on the free iHeartRadio app.
Just search World Cup.
Just a beauty for a second of the game.
Every unforgettable moment.
Wherever you are.
Brilliant from Mbappe. France lead.
Don't miss Team USA's next match Thursday night at 10 Eastern.
The world is listening.
Are you?
This World Soccer Report sponsored by Twin Peaks. Eats, drinks, scenic views.
iHeartRadio FIFA World Cup Update.
Bosnia-Herzegovina eliminated Qatar from the World Cup with a 3-1 win in Seattle. Karim Alabegovic got the scoring started in the 29th minute.
That's a lovely piece of skill. What about the hit? Oh! It's a cracker!
The win likely places Bosnia against Team USA in the round of 32. The U.S. closes out group play tonight against Turkey.
For live Fox coverage, search World Cup now on the free iHeartRadio app.
Twin Peaks is unmatched for every match. With 29-degree draft Michelob Ultras, handcrafted Casamigo margaritas, and a scratch-made menu, and screens that will put you on the front row of every game. It's all going down at the Lodge. Twin Peaks eats, drinks, scenic views.
We all use AI, but here, it never pretends it's real. AM 1300 The Zone. Guaranteed human.
Don't forget, at 8 o'clock, we will be talking to our guy, JJ Gotch of the Austin Gamblers. They got some things that are going on that he wants to share with you. But as always, it's Thursday, so that can only mean one thing. Our guy, Eric Henry of Horns 247. You can follow him at Eric C. Henry _ joins us to talk all things Texas Longhorns. Let's get right into it. 5 for 5 is out there now. It passed. What were your thoughts, and how do you feel for this?
Yeah, as always, good morning.
Appreciate you muted, Doc. All right. We're going to get him. We're going to get him.
All right, let's try this.
I love it.
Yeah, still not there. I wonder what.
Still
he's
not there.
Normally pretty good. He said it's not on his side. He thinks it's on our side. But we'll figure it out. We'll make it happen real quick. But as I was saying, the 5 for 5 is something that we continue to talk about, and I think it's a huge part of what has been going on during this time. And as we look at it, I'm looking at it as a dad who is going up against some kids that are having these opportunities. And as always, you start looking at the 5 for 5, and I wanted to ask you. Nope, not getting him right there.
Nope.
let me give him a call. Or you know what? How about you call him on the phone and we'll go from there.
You're protecting your son. Your
Absolutely.
son is going to be a freshman in college.
2 years. 27. In
27.
Yep.
And he's going to have 5 years. You don't want him playing against a guy 25 years old?
Well, more importantly, I want him to have the opportunity to play where he wants to play.
There you go. Because if these 25-year-old people are still playing, then they're not going to be wanted. They're not going to want an 18-year-old, a 19-year-old.
Right. Well, because coaches are trying to win.
Right.
And they're trying to make sure that they get their opportunities to
and
be
some people are just good enough.
Right.
And DJ's one of those guys. I think he's good enough. But every kid is not DJ.
Right.
So like you need a development phase. I told you I wanted to work with DJ this summer because I just want him to get bigger and stronger.
Well, here's our guy, Eric Henry of Horns 247. You go ahead and use your phone. What are your thoughts when it comes to what's going on with the 5 for 5?
Yeah, sorry about that. Again, I looks like my mic is good, but we'll figure it out, when we get off here. The quick things, look, this I heard you guys talking about the aspect of not wanting, they get to play against 25, 26-year-olds. So remember, there are some loopholes, right? For one, religious BYU. And I think that's one of the things that you're going to see some people talk about in the immediacy, right, is does that give schools like BYU Liberty an inherent advantage, right? Because they're going to have 2 years carved out. So those are the only two schools that get 7 years compared to 5. I think for sports like baseball, Harge, I think it's going to incentivize a lot of players either to come back. It's going to make college baseball a more entertaining product for sure. College basketball. You're not going to have some of these European players coming over. Texas, I wrote this in kind of my roundup of the 5 for 5. Texas lost two games this year to Texas A&M and to Virginia, which they faced 23-year-old European freshmen. Okay, who played big roles in Texas losing that game. You're not going to have that. Overall, I think it's the best case scenario of the options that were laid out. But again, as with certain things, you're going to have certain exceptions that I'm still kind of looking to see how those things get carved out, right? I do think there should be more exceptions than military service, religious exemptions, and pregnancy. I'm just curious to see what those exemptions are going to be.
Yeah, I dig that. And I also understand on both sides of it. We were talking about BYU yesterday and the religious trips and everything else that goes along with it. But let's get into this conversation. Texas football. We were having a discussion earlier in the show about Texas football and the offensive line. And I said, if we go back and look at it, just like everything else, the offensive line got better as the season went on. It was kind of touch and go early in the year, but they got better as the time went on. So looking at this team, if they come out and they play well with the maturity of what Arch has done, the weapons that they have, this has the makings of being one of the best offensive teams in the country.
Sure, it does. And again, we can talk about that offensive line now. It's a different year.
You have players moving to different positions, right? But I continue to take a wait-and-see approach with Brandon Baker at right guard. I think it'll work well. He has all the tools to fill in well at right guard. We're going to see what's going to happen. Lawrence Seymour, again, how is he going to fare coming over from Western Kentucky to Texas, right? We're going to see what happens there. That's also another situation. Come back to the 5 for 5. Maybe Texas with a few more crash transfers. The fact that you got to pick up your courses at Texas, right? But Lawrence Seymour, how will he fare? Connor Roberts, full-time full-time starter. How is he going to fare? Yes, to your point, if the offensive line comes together, this offense has all of the makings. Riley Brown, Hollywood Smothers is the reason ESPN had them amongst their top backs in the nation, right? Probably they might not be the best backs in the SEC. Jaden Bogg, Ahmad Hardy, of course, is recovering from the shooting at Missouri. Ahmad Hardy, Tajuan Lacey at Mississippi. But outside of those three, those guys who are feature backs, you have the best running back duo in the SEC here at Texas, and of course, Arch Manning. So offensive weapons are there. It's just a matter again. I'll put the focus on the offensive line. We'll see how it comes together.
Melvin Siani being out there at tackle and being a guy that really can call. I mean, he can call his shot. I think he has a good season. He's a top 25 pick, and this offensive line was not the offensive line that we have this year. These guys are in the system. Coach Sark made the comment that people are in the right places and know what they're doing. That's not what happened last year. And don't you think that just the fact that you have understanding and you're in a place where you know what your job is and just do your job puts this offensive line in a better place already?
Mark, you'd like to think that, but again, I think you could have said similar things about last year's offensive line, right? I'm sure there was confidence. I know there was confidence coming from Steve Sarkisian and Kyle Flood this time last year about the offensive line. The thing that I'm keeping my eye on, and again, I'm not disagreeing with you. Certainly, knowing where you need to be is important. But Melvin Siani, Lawrence Seymour, how are these guys, and there are others, but I'm talking about the offensive line, how are those guys going to fare when they're playing in the biggest spotlight game every Saturday, right? With respect to Wake Forest, we're playing in the spotlight game every Saturday. No disrespect to Western Kentucky. I covered Group of 5. You're playing in front of 1,000 people, right? What's it going to be like when you're playing in the spotlight game every week, week in and week out? That to me is just as big of an adjustment for those guys as it is knowing where they need to be.
I want to ask you this. We're talking to Eric Henry of Horns 247. You can follow him at Eric C. Henry _. I wanted to ask you this about Texas basketball. Obviously, they're back working. I saw some videos. We're seeing some guys getting their reps in, looking good. When the schedule came out, there's a lot of beautiful home games this year for the Texas Longhorn faithful. You've been there. You've seen it. You've wondered. Okay, we're 5 minutes away from tip-off, and everybody's still out in the lobby getting something to drink. And then the next thing you know, there's a lot of folks in there. This season with Sean Miller, the Sweet 16 run, the players that he has brought in, can Texas basketball kind of live up to the hype of building that Moody Center that they thought they were going to get?
Listen. You guys know this. Harge, you've been to, you've been on it tightly. If there's ever going to be a year, it's going to be this year, right? I think coming off of, and I hate to look at the past, but coming off of the high of the Elite 8 run with Chris Beard, we all know what happened. That ended before you could even get to Big 12 play the following year, right? Now you have all of the excitement of Sean Miller taking the team to a Sweet 16. Now a much more talented team and premier opponents, as you said. You have Florida. You have Alabama. You have Arkansas. You have Kentucky coming. You have all of the premier teams in the SEC are going to make their way to. Now I'm curious to see what that road trip is going to look like as well. Because now at this point, it's like, all right, you're kind of hoping. Well, you know what? I can't even say LSU anymore. Because they have Will Wade, right? But you're hoping. Exactly. Right. 35-year-old. The old NBA roster.
They got the Lakers roster.
Wow.
I knew Mark would have something to say about that. You hope that the road can be a little bit in Texas's favor. But no, I think in terms of living up to the hype, this team is equipped to do so. The biggest thing that I'm keeping my eye on is just as weird as it sounds, guys. This could be a flip of last year. Remember last year was such an offensive guided team. This year, I think all the questions are answered defensively. It's just a matter of kind of where is the offense going to come? But is it going to be a team that averages 80, 85 points per game? Or is it going to live in the 70s and hold teams to below 60 points? I'm just curious to see kind of how the style of play shakes out. And the depth, right? Especially in the front court. But this is a lot to be excited about this Texas team.
Yeah, I'm really excited about this Texas basketball team. You know, you get on that verge of your season tickets. Do you want them? Do you not want them? Are you going to have time? Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and keep them.
You go get some hockey tickets as well?
Yeah, I'm going to try to get some of that hockey, the big foe.
How do we condition the crowd to do what Hart's just alluded to? At the Moody Center, the fans, they love to hang out in the mezzanine and at the bars and everything. And it's almost sometimes 5 minutes into the game before everybody fills in the seats. Can we do something like the Spurs with the T-shirts and put your shirt on, like get everybody to the crowd before the game starts?
Mark, I'll say two things, and I don't say this to be flippant, right? Before I moved to Austin, I didn't know about Austin traffic. I think that's a real factor with 7 p.m. tip-offs, right? Trying to park in Manor Garage, getting people there. I think it's just a matter of, listen, y'all know this better than me, being born and bred Texan. Basketball culture is something that is very unique, right? And you got to care about it. Mark, I covered the first for the past 2 years, the first 4 NCAA tournament up there in Dayton, right? They ain't got nothing better to do with their lives. Go to an NCAA game up there in Dayton. Their team, it's not the Dayton Flyers in the first 4. It's teams from all across the country. Yet they pack it out, slam it, tailgate, and everything, right? I don't know if that's something as simple as, hey, come get your shirt on, 10 minutes for the game. I think that's a culture thing. I think that can only be built by winning. Now, I'm not saying it can't be done. Look at Alabama. That's they've managed to do so. But I do think last thing I know we're up against the clock real quick is this. If you go to Houston, right? I forget the name of the building down there. I've covered games at Houston, right? It's not a glamorous arena. It's not, Fertitta, right? It's not a glamorous arena. It's a college arena, right? You don't have the lounges and the boxes and whatnot. It's like go sit your seat, right? I do think what you said, Mark, there's just a lot to go check out at Moody Center that kind of takes away from that, and you can't hold that against. You want to have a nice arena, but like I said, in Dayton, Ohio, there's nothing better to do, right? There ain't no champagne to sip on. Don't watch basketball, right? And that's a culture that I think is going to have to be cultivated by winning.
Okay.
There's my guy, Eric Henry of Horns 247. Check out.
Thanks for the word.
He's got a lot of articles that are going on over there. Him and his crew have got you covered. As always, E, we appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate it, fellas.
All right, there he is, Eric Henry of Horns 247. You can see him and get to all of his stories over there at Horns 247. When we come back, we're going to continue the conversations, close out hour number 1, and get ready for JJ Gotch in hour number 2. Right here on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio, AM 1300 The Zone, and always free on the iHeartRadio app.
It's the Craig Way Show.
It was a snake charmer's performance. And one of the snakes crawled into the trousers of a 57-year-old man, resulting in a bite.
This is nightmare fuel.
It's not uncommon to allow snakes to interact closely with audience members. Why?
Inconceivable! Now they got to tell them to keep their act out of the guest pants.
Is that a cobra up your trouser leg, or are you just happy to see me?
Hang out with Craig on AM 1300 The Zone. From the Lawrence and Lawrence Traffic Center.
Delays are growing due to a crash on I-35 northbound after Loop 4 that has the right lane blocked off at Robert S. Light Boulevard, now causing about a 30-minute backup from Kyle Parkway. The left lane's blocked off by a crash on 183 southbound at Highway 71, and ongoing cleanup for an accident on the right shoulder on Mopac southbound at Palmer. I'm Jason Fossick with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. Trouble sleeping lately? Upgrade to the great sleep you deserve at Mattress Firm's July 4th sale. Choose from a curated selection of top brands and let their sleep experts help you narrow it down. They make sleep easy.
When it comes to family law, a lot has changed in recent years, so assumptions can be costly. If you see or sense a change coming in your family life that could have legal implications, it's important to know where you stand. What are your rights and responsibilities? Getting good legal advice early is never a bad idea. I'm Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell. If you or anyone you know is facing a family law issue, start with a consultation. Visit CordellCordell.com.
Austin, San Antonio, and St. Louis.
Before they can cheer your name, you've got to make one. At Spurs Sports Academy, we're helping young athletes do just that with year-round basketball camps and tournaments for kids of all ages. It's all part of our mission of inspiring lifelong memories and building character through competition. To find your way to play, text HOOPS to 210-444-5021 or head over to spurs.com/sportsacademy.
This July 4th, celebrate with America 250 at America's Block Party, hosted by Queen Latifah. It's a 4th of July benefit show happening at the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum, featuring music performances from major artists, including Chris Stapleton and the Smashing Pumpkins, patriotic tributes, and the kickoff to Giving Forth, helping to make this the biggest season of giving in American history. Get your America's Block Party tickets at america250.org/LA.
You've got to try the new TikTok diet.
Just ask Chat.
I just take blue-green algae.
Or you could trust your gut. When it comes to your health, how do you know what's right for you? That's where Viome comes in. Viome is a simple, at-home gut health test that analyzes your real-time biology to give you personalized nutrition guidance and custom supplements. Not trends, your biology.
Learn more at Viome.com/know. V as in Victor, IOME.com/KNOW. And use coupon code VIOME50 to save $50 off your purchase.
From the FIFA World Cup to competitive business environments, grand ambitions lead to game-changing achievements. At Bank of America, we're there to support businesses at every step, providing insights and expertise to help you gain an edge.
He shoots, he scores!
What would you like the power to do? Explore winning business solutions at BofA.com/gamechangers. Bank of America, official bank of the FIFA World Cup 2026.
Party at your place this summer? Fix things up inside and out with July 4th deals, now at Lowe's. Get up to 45% off select major appliances and save up to an additional 25% off when you bundle select major appliances. Plus, save $80 on a select Charbroil Performance Series gas grill, now $299. Our best lineup is here at Lowe's. Valid through 7/8. While supplies last, selection varies by location. See Lowe's.com for more details.
It's a sale. Right now, every service needed for your vehicle is on sale at any of the 3 Leif Johnson Ford locations, Austin, Manor, and Buda. And we're wide open. Tires, brakes, oil changes for only $39.99 with synthetic blend oil, tire rotations, and alignments. You name it. Any of the 3 Central Texas locations have it on sale. Can't come see us? We'll come see you with our mobile van on most services, or we'll come pick it up and bring it back. Go to LeafJohnson.com and pick your location and time. You'll love it at Leaf, Austin, Buda, and Manor.
The largest gun show in Central Texas is back in Round Rock this Friday through Sunday. Texas Gun Shows, voted the #1 gun show in Texas, will be at the Embassy Suites off Interstate 35 in Round Rock in the same parking lot as Bass Pro Shops this weekend. Can't make it Saturday or Sunday? No problem. Check out the sneak peek Friday 4 to 7. Hundreds of tables of guns, free parking, and no need to take a toll road. Do not miss it. For more info, visit gunshowstx.com. Texas Gun Shows, making gun shows guns again.
This is KVET AM Austin, Sports Radio 1300 The Zone, an iHeart radio station, and your home for the Horns. Guaranteed human. Back to Harsh and Henry in the morning kickoff on 1300 The Zone.
Back to the morning kickoff right here on AM 1300 The Zone, and always free on the iHeartRadio app. We always talk about the World Cup, and we'll get into USA. They play tonight, 9 o'clock, and they are qualifying for the knockout stage last night. Mexico gets the win. A lot of good games, matches that was played. Speaking of that, I got a chance my wife and I talked about this. She told me she uses regular terms. She doesn't call it the pitch. She calls it the field. She doesn't call it a match. She calls it a game. So mama call her Clay, I'm going to call her Clay. So I'm going to go ahead and do what she told me, and that's how I'm going to end up calling these games. But as we look forward to these matches, one of the teams that is having a grand old time here in the United States and in Mexico has been Japan. Japan has been traveling. Their fans are having a great time, but they are always having a little bit of trouble trying to explain it to their bosses.
I want you to look at Shige-san. You're from Tokyo. Are you out of money?
I haven't money.
You got any PTO?
Oh my God, PTO. I haven't.
You haven't missed any Japan games?
And so, yes, of course. Oh, Japan match.
What about your memories?
Memory is infinity. Thank you. Please, PTO. PTO.
He said PTO.
He doesn't want to go back to work. He's having a good time.
I love that.
He doesn't want to go back to work.
He's having so much fun, but he's run out of PTO. So now he's not even getting paid to be over here now. Those are the types of things that this has brought out of people. The moments.
What do you do when you run out of money in a different country?
Hey, man.
You got to get a job.
No, you call your friends and see if they can Western Union or Cash App you or Venmo. Hey, I'm having so much fun. I ate all the barbecue here in Texas. I went to all the Tex-Mexes. They have had an absolute blast. And this is why this game, these matches mean so much because of what you said yesterday.
It's like the Olympics.
Perfect example
every 4 years.
Country being proud of it and going after it and having a great time. I'm loving every bit of this. I'm loving the fans. I'm loving the energy. A lot of good stuff is happening, unlike New York. When we come back, we'll talk to our guy, JJ Gotch. That's right, JJ Gotch of the Austin Gamblers joins us to let you know what they got going on this weekend up in Taylor, Texas. Oh, yeah, Ralphie, your neck of the woods. Chat, get ready. Right here on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio, AM 1300 The Zone, and always free on the iHeartRadio app.
This summer's must-have accessory, it's the Simon Plus Rewards program, where you can access exclusive offers for shopping, dining, and having fun at Simon malls, mills, and premium outlets. Plus, you can get points and rewards for shopping at shopsimon.com too. It's free to join, and there are even more exciting perks to enjoy every time you shop. Sign up at simonplus.com today and get ready to summer in style. Rewards program terms apply. See simonplus.com for details.
Tonight on Fox, America's World Cup dream continues as Pulisic leads out the Stars and Stripes in their final group match against Turkey. Tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern on Fox and streaming live on Fox One.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-9871. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-9871. That's 800-575-9871. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Pickleball is on the rise. 46.8 million players nationwide, with a projected $5 billion industry by 2033. Looking to be part of this exciting growth? Crush Yard offers a unique franchise opportunity, redefining the pickleball experience with indoor court, exceptional dining, craft drinks, and entertainment. This is your chance to invest in a rapidly growing brand shaping the future of leisure. For a limited time, you can own a piece of the action. Visit CrushYardFranchising.com to learn more. Crush Yard, pickleball, bar, and lounge.
Since 1936, Shipley Donuts has been a Texas tradition, and now Dripping Springs wakes up with them. Start your mornings right with fresh baked donuts, soft warm kolaches, and hot coffee made fresh daily at Shipley Donuts, located at 13341 West Highway 290 in Dripping Springs. They're open bright and early at 5 a.m. because at Shipley's, donuts don't just taste good, they make people happy. Skip the line and order ahead at ShipleyDonuts.com or on the Shipley's app. Start happy, stay happy.
Do you have World Cup fever?
Wonderful strike!
iHeartRadio and Fox Sports are bringing you every match of FIFA World Cup 2026 live and for free. Yes. No matter what team you're cheering for, you can hear it all on the free iHeartRadio app.
You guys just didn't want it bad enough. That should have been an easy win. What were you doing out there? You got to hustle. You could have made that play if you'd been open.
On the car ride home after the game, when you think you're helping by telling me what I did wrong and what I need to work on, all I hear is that I'm not good enough, that I'm supposed to be perfect, that it's not okay to lose. On the car ride home, all I need to hear is how much you love me and enjoy watching me play. That my worth isn't determined by my performance. That even on my worst day, I am worthy. That you see me learning, growing, and doing my best. And that is enough.
This message presented by the WIAA and the Washington Secondary School Athletic Administrators Association.
This is KVET AM Austin, Sports Radio 1300 The Zone, an iHeart radio station, and your home for the Horns. Guaranteed human.
The morning kickoff. The morning kickoff.
It's the morning kickoff with Mike Hardball Harge and the world's strongest man, WWE Hall of Famer, Mark Henry, on your home for the Horns. 1300 The Zone.
Welcome back to hour number 2 of the morning kickoff right here on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone, and always free on the iHeart Radio app. This is always a good conversation because my guy JJ Gotch, CEO of the Austin Gamblers, joins us to talk all things Austin Gamblers. But I wanted to ask him, what were your thoughts about the College World Series and Skip Johnson finally winning a national championship as the head coach?
Well, I thought it was that run they were on was epic. Obviously the season they had fairly mediocre. What were they, 11th in the SEC? Yep. And then to just absolutely go on a tear. And as someone who played the game, Mike, there was just a fight fight at the bat rack every inning. Just guys could not wait to get up there, because when you're on a heater like that, it doesn't matter if it's Nolan Ryan, Randy Johnson, or whoever. You just feel like you're going to get a hit. And those guys, the confidence they had, that's the cool thing about sports is, the further that you go up and the talent pool gets kind of tighter and tighter, you just see how much the mental game and confidence or a lack of confidence can affect performance. And those guys just had no doubt that they were going to go up and get a hit and they were going to score runs. And, pitchers just, they could go up, give up a run or two an inning. It was going to be fine. And so it was just really cool to see. Unfortunately, this year, I had to watch it on TV. I went to growing up in Omaha, playing in the College World Series my freshman year. Our family's from there. I went my first 51 years of life, I was 50 for 51. But our new Brazil training camp trip for our bull riding team has conflicted directly with the CWS, and I've missed 2 of the last 3. So I had to watch a bunch of it on TV, not only from here but in Brazil. But it was a fun series as always. Obviously, West Virginia, Troy, just seeing some of those, non-traditional powers go there, but at the same time, seeing Texas and Georgia. So it was fun. It was a fun College World Series.
I love it. I love it. And I know you would give some great insight because now that you're with the Austin Gamblers, what people don't know is that you were with Ryan Sanders Baseball for a very, very long time and helped get the Round Rock Express to Austin, Texas, and Round Rock area. So you are well versed in the baseball world, but you are now well versed in the rodeo, bull riding world. And there's another special event that will be taking place Saturday night in Taylor, Texas at the Wilco Event Center. The Austin Gamblers, y'all have partnered with the Taylor Rodeo once again for the next Gambler competition. And last year, it was very interesting, to say the least. And this year, you're going to have some women bull riding challenges as well.
Yeah, Mike, this is, as you know, our big event every year is in August at the Moody Center, Gambler Days, presented by Tecovas. This event, great partnership with Taylor Rodeo this weekend, the next Gambler. It's kind of the appetizer for those Western sports and bull riding fans as we go out there. The next Gambler in itself, the easiest way to explain it for fans is it's kind of American Idol or The Voice, or for those fighting fans, The Ultimate Fighter, where you've got young up-and-coming athletes and bull riders being coached by current athletes current riders for the Gamblers, and competing not only for a championship this weekend, but to try to get a provisional roster spot on our team. So we're going into our third year. Like I said, great partnership with Taylor Rodeo. It's a really fun event. And this year, as you noted, the highlight, there's been an explosive growth in female and women's sports. You think about the WNBA, there was an exhibition that came here this year with the Wings and the Aces that sold out the Moody Center. You've got Love Volleyball with Austin, the team here. It's won 2 championships in the pipeline of UT volleyball players. You've got Athletes Unlimited and Kat Osterman and her softball team. And there's just all these opportunities, and fans just want more, sponsors want more. And so, we've been trying to figure out an authentic way to dip our toe into a, primarily male-dominated sport of bull riding. But as we kind of dug a little bit deeper and started creating some more relationships, we found out that not only are there some current women competing in bull riding, but it's been going on for a while. So we've connected with some various folks, and we're going to, within our next Gambler male bull riding competition, we're going to have a separate competition. We've got 6 women bull riders coming in. And these aren't just gals that were at the bar having, Jack and Cokes one night and decided to get on the back of a bull. These are professional athletes themselves. Jordan Halverson's been a 2-time world champion in the sport. We got a former PBR world champion's daughter that's going to be competing. So these are real athletes. This isn't a gimmick. This isn't just a little add-on or a bolt-on to the event. This is a real competition. And to the point of Premier Women's Rodeo, which is kind of like the PBR on the women's side, they're granting an automatic exemption to the finals for the winner of this weekend's competition. So should be a lot of fun, going to Taylor, going to Wilco Expo Center, kind of getting back to the roots of Western sports and rodeo and really to the core fans of the sport. There'll be some mutton busting. Probably you two guys probably go past the weight limit for these sheets, so you guys probably won't get to do it. But no,
it's the best thing to watch, JJ. Man, I'm telling you, I never laughed so hard in my life. It's like going to a comedy show. Oh, it's so beautiful.
Awesome. It's awesome. But hey, Mark, since I got your attention now, we're gonna do a little call out. Your boy Mark Calloway, the Undertaker, had a pretty significant entrance for the Gamblers last year. He did a walkout for us.
Oh.
Been asking you for a couple years. You
want me to do a limp out? Because I'm limping, right? I tore my hamstring.
Guess what? Half of the guys on our team don't have ACLs or PCLs or MCLs.
There you go, JJ.
No excuses. No excuses.
You're a big, strong man, but I wouldn't bring those excuses into our locker room.
Okay, no excuses. Listen, man, we got to make it happen. We got to make it happen.
I'll put you on a Cam-Man and drive you out there if we need to.
I'll take that. I'll take that.
Well, Hardball is best buddies with their head coach, Michael G-Man Gaffney, 1997 world champion. So he's got the automatic invite, but I know he's going to be there, but we need you out there. Would love to have you, not only world's strongest man, but one of Austin's greatest treasures. We'd love to have you walk us out one night.
Well, I'll tell you what, man, we're going to make it happen. We're going to make it happen.
And then I might even have like a really big sheep there that if you want to ride off into the sunset on.
A big sheep. No. How about a tame bull? Because I'm going to tell you something. I'm a big old fella. I'm 320. I can't ride no sheep.
Well, it'd be interesting. Back in the day, it'd been interesting to have my trucks and everything else. It'd have been interesting to see you match up with a 2,000-pound bull that wasn't happy and kind of see what kind of test of strength.
That don't sound right. That don't sound right at all.
We're talking to JJ.
But we're going to have fun, and we're looking forward to having everybody out in Taylor this weekend, like I said, for a little appetizer.
So let me ask you this, JJ, because obviously you've had a lot of success every step of the way. Each year, the team keeps getting better and better and better, and guys go off and do different things for a little bit, but bull riding is a year-round sport, it seems to be now. You may not be on a team, but you got to continue to ride, and that's how you continue to get better.
You're exactly right. These guys, there's literally no days off, no weekends off. They go, we have our team season. We start training camp in June. Earlier this month, we start our games in July. It's a 5-month season. We go through November. They get about a month off, and then kind of right after Thanksgiving, before Christmas, they crank up again. We've got a 5-month individual season where they compete against each other. They go through May, get kind of a month off, and then go back into it. And so, we joked about the injuries, but they're real. All of our guys, as soon as the World Finals were over in May, we had a bunch of our guys coming down to Austin, coming to Ways to Well and getting stem cell, right? Yep. So they're getting stem cell. We've got basically 6 weeks before we need to get them back on a bull. But, these guys, every time they, regardless if they stay on for 8 seconds or not, they're getting bucked off, and it's a car wreck.
Yep.
And so the toil that these guys go through, Mark saw it in his profession. People don't realize the amount of force and what that does to your body when you're getting slammed or slamming people to the mat on a nightly basis, every weekend. And that's what these guys are going through. And they're not big guys, right? They don't have a lot of cushion. These guys are 5'5" to 5'7", weigh about 140 to 155. So every time they're getting thrown down, it's a direct blow. And so it's a long season. These guys typically are going to have short careers, kind of like an NFL running back. And so we're doing everything that we can to, keep them healthy, prevent injuries, and then get them back as soon as we can. But it's a brutal sport. And, but it's these guys, you got to love it. This is one of those sports that you can't kind of phone it in and still go to work. You can't not be fully committed when you get on the back of a 2,000-pound bull, tie your hand with a rope that's not going to let you off. You can't not be committed. And so for these guys to go in and do it night and night, it's crazy.
Well, I'll tell you what, man, I'm going to make it happen for you. I'm going to get your information from Harge.
We got it, man. We would love to have you. Harge can, Harge can be your hype man before the walkout.
There you go.
I got that, JJ.
Remember James, what was James Brown's hype man name? That guy was the best of all time.
Well, James Brown did a pretty good job himself, so you know how that goes. I wanted to make sure that everybody knows they can go get tickets at taylorrodeo.org. Tickets are on sale now. 30 riders, 6 teams. This Saturday from 4 to 11:30 at the Wilco Event Center in Taylor, Texas. You can be the next gambler. Be brave. But make sure you understand these are some big old animals that are out there that are moving. Excuse me, athletes. Mike told me that. Cowboy.
Yep.
Cowboy told me these are athletes. These bulls are athletes as well. As always, JJ, man, we appreciate you. We'll make this stuff happen. I'll be there. This is one of my favorite events. And to your point, I've been on the front row the last couple years. I've seen these bulls. I've seen these riders. I've seen them get bucked off. I saw one guy break his back, come back the next day and walk in. He didn't ride the bull, but the fact that he was able to walk back in lets you know how tough these dudes are. So as always, man, we appreciate you taking the time, brother.
All right, you guys are the best. Have a great day.
All right, there he is, JJ Gotch, CEO of the Austin Gamblers. They are having an event called The Next Gambler in Taylor this Saturday from 4 to 11:30 at the Wilco Event Center. All you got to do is go to taylorrodeo.org. And you'll be impressed if you've never been to this. This is definitely one of the best events, and my family and I make sure we do not miss it when they come in town for the Austin Gamblers. Coming up next, we got NFL action. That's right, folks. Camps are getting ready to be started, and we'll tell you where the Texans and the Cowboys and when they start right here on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio, AM 1300 The Zone, and always free on the iHeartRadio app.
Phones, laptops, cars, smart speakers.
I use the iHeartRadio app.
All devices, all the time. Your home for the horns. 1300 The Zone.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One,
is coming back to Las Vegas.
September 18th and 19th at T-Mobile Arena, streaming live on Disney Plus and Hulu.
And you can be there
for a weekend full of superstar performances.
Are you ready?
Once-in-a-lifetime moments you'll have to see to believe.
We're getting this party going, huh?
Only limited single-night tickets remain. Get yours while you still can now at AXS.com. And we'll see you at our 2026 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Presented by Capital One.
From the Lorenz and Lorenz Traffic Center.
A couple of new issues on Mopac going northbound at Windsor Road. A stalled vehicle has the right lane blocked off, and also northbound on Mopac after Highway 290 at Southwest Parkway. A crash blocks off the right shoulder, causing about a 5-minute slowdown from William Cannon Drive. And on the service road of I-35 northbound at the 45 Southeast toll, a crash blocks off 2 left lanes. I'm Jason Fosdick with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by eBay. eBay is home to millions of finds, and each one becomes part of your story. From your favorite vintage van tee to the dream car you've been searching for or the foul ball you heroically gave away. It's all there on eBay. eBay. Things people love.
This feeling is brought to you by Aleve for arthritis pain relief. What feeling is that? Well, it's the feeling you feel when you have relief from arthritis pain. It's that my hands don't hurt just holding things feeling. That, wow, I can actually move well feeling. You know, that go about your day without worrying about every little movement or ache feeling. Oh, yeah. Because Aleve targets arthritis pain at the source of inflammation for long-lasting relief, so you can keep moving through it. Feel up to 12 hours of arthritis pain relief with 1 dose. Feel Aleve. Use is directed for minor arthritis pain.
This July 4th, celebrate with America 250 at America's Block Party, hosted by Queen Latifah. It's a 4th of July benefit show happening at the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum, featuring music performances from major artists, including Chris Stapleton and the Smashing Pumpkins, patriotic tributes, and the kickoff to Giving Forth, helping to make this the biggest season of giving in American history. Get your America's Block Party tickets at america250.org/LA.
Train to push past the pain. Not athletes, just people. Men, women, and children trafficked every day in the United States. Sometimes by someone they trusted. Sometimes by their own family. While millions watch the World Cup, they're fighting to survive in silence. Help us change that. Visit bluecampaign.gov/World Cup to help us break the silence.
Hey, Green Gobbler here. So you've got a clogged drain in your bathroom. Water in the sink's overstaying its welcome. You're spitting today's toothpaste on top of yesterday's toothpaste. You hope that it go away. Yeah, clogs don't just go away. I make them go away. I'm Green Gobbler, the only clog dissolver you need. I'm bleach-free, safe for your pipes, and I work. Guaranteed or your money back. Because I never met a clog that was going to unclog itself. Green Gobbler. Let the gobbler get it.
Whether your oldest is heading off to college or you're finally adding that dream pool to the backyard, a home equity line from ATFCU can help make it happen. Your home equity is the difference between your home's value and what you still owe, and you can borrow against it without disrupting your current mortgage loan. Enjoy quick approvals, flexible terms up to 30 years, and no closing costs on loans under $250,000. Apply online at atfcu.org. Other terms and conditions apply. ATFCU is an equal opportunity lender. NMLS number 422857. Federally insured by NCUA.
Uber and Lyft drivers. Driverless cars are coming. Will drivers be replaced, or will drivers own what comes next? Fair Co-op helps drivers earn up to 90% and gives out 25% of net profits from each ride for referrals. For life. Be a leader, the first in your city. Help build the movement. The drivers who lead now can help shape the next generation of rideshare. Fair Co-op, official partner of iHeartRadio. Download the app now at fair.coop/iHeart. That's FARE.coop/iHeart.
Now's your chance to win $2,500. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, birthday. That's birthday. Enter it now.
Sports Radio 1300 The Zone, your home for the Horns.
Special shout out to our guy, JJ. God, JJ is one of the best and most solid dudes that have been around here for a while. I'm a big fan.
Yeah, just shut that off, Ronald.
Yeah, you let it play a little bit. You let it
Ronald,
play.
shut down.
Yeah, that's it. We're not gonna let no music roll while you start talking. But you start looking at that and what they've done and how they've created a championship mentality around here for the Austin Gamblers, something that nobody's ever been a part of, and it's been outstanding. And as I said, I've been to it ever since they became official, Austin Gamblers, and it is the most fun that I've had with my family, watching something that we all had no idea about and learning about it together. Like he said, Michael Gaffney, the head coach, Cowboy, he's been on with us multiple times. He was a world champion, and like he said, these guys are not big guys. These are little guys, but those animals are 2,500 pounds, and you're getting on the back of those things and trying to hold on for 8 seconds. And for those that are wondering, 8 seconds is a very
That's
long
a
time.
long
It is
time.
a very long
Hard.
time.
One of the things that in my travels around the world, that is a constant. I grew up in the country. I grew up around rodeo and hay rides and the whole thing. Everywhere I've been, I mean, outside of big cities, Calgary, I lived in Calgary, and there was rodeo. Competed in the Olympics in Spain, there was rodeo. Argentina, Brazil, Australia.
That's where he was. He's been in Brazil at training right now.
Bro, the culture of rodeo is around the world.
Yep.
So to be able to have that right here in our lap, August the 21st to the 23rd, I'm gonna make a real serious effort to not do anything and be there for that.
We're gonna clip this. We're gonna clip that message that you just gave right there. August the 21st through the 23rd. Gambler days. You're gonna make one of those days.
I'm gonna make one.
Okay. That's all we needed to know. We heard.
And if they have turkey legs, I might make two.
I might make two. Speaking of turkey legs, you're going to be able to get them at the State Fair this year when the Texas Longhorns and the Oklahoma Sooners take place for the Red River Shootout, not rivalry. But I wanted to get into the Dallas Cowboys. Dallas Cowboys start their camp on July the 28th in Oxnard, California. The Houston Texans will start theirs the 21st in Houston, Texas. They don't go anywhere extravagant. They just say, all right,
we're going to stay home.
We're going to stay home. But the one thing about the Cowboys going to Oxnard is interesting to me because the Cowboys are everywhere. And if you think about where they go through everything, they always say, we got fans all over the place, so why not just take them to where they are? So they end up going to California for everyone to watch them practice. And I get it now. I wish that they were still having it here because those were the best times.
Well, you can work your talent harder in Oxnard in this time of the year, than you can if you in August
in Texas.
In Texas.
Yeah.
It's going to be 100 degrees every day of August.
So let me ask you this. As someone who worked really hard at this, the interesting part about what you just said, is that why we can't finish games? Is that why? Because we want to be in cool weather? How about going out there?
They're indoors. It's air conditioning.
No, they ain't indoors. They're not indoors.
No, I'm talking about Texas. Cowboy Stadium is indoors. But they train outside.
But you talking about going to California where the weather's nice and everything's good.
Yeah.
You can train harder. But wouldn't you want to go through the heat? Won't you want to go through all that? That's what H-Town is.
They did that.
And that's when they were
back in the St. Ed's, and they were winning. But they had guys that almost passed out every day.
That's what Jimmy Johnson told you.
Heat stroke is real.
If you throw up on my field, you're getting cut. If you pass out, you're getting cut. Get in shape. That's what he's saying to them. And we are looking for championships, aren't we? Is that what we're doing?
That's what we're doing.
Well, just so you know, when you get out to Oxnard, they will have open practices on the 29th and the 30th. They will have a fan night on the 31st. They come back together for opening ceremonies. They'll have open practices on the August the 3rd and 4th. Then they'll have another open practice on August the 8th and 9th. They will scrimmage the Rams on the 11th, but they will have a bunch of open practices out in Oxnard. So you can go and check out the Cowboys. You can set your vacation up out there and go hang out.
I want you to hear something about the Cowboys. You hear that?
They've been silent.
They have been silent. They are working in the darkness. It's like the Bane sound. Darkness is your ally. I was born in it. I didn't see light until I was a man. The Cowboys are quiet. They're working in the darkness, and this is the first time that I can ever remember
that they've been this quiet.
Yes, that Jerry Jones haven't said something, that a player haven't drove 100 miles an hour and got arrested, that somebody didn't get slapped in the airport. Like, they are quiet. And you know what that means? Focus.
We can only hope.
Harge, I'm scared. Like, this is uncharted waters. I have no idea what this is odd for me.
Well, the thing is because they're going to be practicing in cool weather.
I like that, though.
I do not.
Because that means you can work harder and longer. If you work in that heat, man, you take a chance on overheating and
hydrate. They don't even wear uniforms hardly anymore. Like the players
shorts and hats.
The Players Association ain't letting that happen. You are being protected nowadays, man.
That's true.
They're not doing this. Ain't Junction. You can't get no water.
Nobody drink water. Water is weakness.
It's right.
You remember that?
Yes, I do.
Coach, I'm having a heat stroke. I can feel it.
Breaking news. It is official. The Charlotte Hornets are trading guard LaMelo Ball and Josh Green to the Timberwolves for Naz Reid, a 2033 unprotected first-round pick, 3 first-round pick swaps in 28, 29, and 30, and 3 second-round picks in 29, 32, and 33. Now you look at this team and you say, okay, you got LaMelo Ball, you got Anthony Edwards, 2 guys that were drafted number 1 and number 3 in the 2020 draft. Now my question is, can they make that work? Anthony is a dog. LaMelo's kind of out there sometimes, but he can ball. And to your point, that's a 6'9" point guard.
He's going to make Anthony Edwards' job easy.
Yeah, he can score. He can score. But
wow,
Nazir Reed is on the move. Coming up next, we got the world's strongest man bringing you the world's strongest take right here on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio, AM 1300 The Zone, and always free on the iHeartRadio app.
From the Lorenz and Lorenz Traffic Center.
The crash on the service road of I-35 northbound at FM 1327 moved from blocking off the left lanes to now blocking off the right lane. Your stop and go over on Mopac southbound, about a 5-minute slowdown from Breaker Lane into downtown, and some light brake taps on 290 westbound, making that change from Old Kimbrough over to 130. I'm Jason Fossick with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by America 250.
It's July 4th. Celebrate with America 250 at America's Block Party at the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum, hosted by Queen Latifah. See performances from major artists, including Chris Stapleton and the Smashing Pumpkins, patriotic tributes, and kickoff Giving Forth. Get your tickets at america250.org/LA.
50 states, one national mall, 2 weeks of freedom. The Great American State Fair opens June 25th in Washington, D.C. All 50 states. Live music and rodeo, innovation, arts, culture, and American patriotism. Every day brings a new theme celebrating the best of who we are, capped by the largest fireworks display in the world on July 4th. This is for every American. Admission is free. Plan your trip at freedom250.org. Freedom 250, the Great American State Fair. Be there.
At Uline, they know firsthand the road to success is an uphill climb. Uline started in the family basement, and through hard work is now North America's most trusted shipping and industrial supplier. They get what it means to have the support of reliable, hardworking partners, so they keep 41,000 items ready to ship. Whether your company is still in a basement office or expanding cross-country, Uline will be there on your road to success. Visit uline.com.
It's time to warm up that scoreboard and get ready to bring home the win with Specs. Specs has you covered with lower prices on all your favorite fan fuel. From craft beer, rare spirits, and world-class wine to chips, dips, and gourmet finer foods. And with same-day delivery when you order online or through the app, Specs is your MVP for the biggest score of the game. At Specs, the fun starts here.
Here's to you, cheers to savings.
Moving day's going great until the couch won't fit through the door. That's when I turn to AirTasker. Post your task and find local help for packing, cleaning, furniture assembly, errands, and more. Go to airtasker.com or download the app.
AirTasker. Get anything done.
Did you really think Pure Talk was just going to sit back and watch America turn 250 years old without doing something awesome to celebrate? Of course not. That's why they're raising $250,000 for America's Warrior Partnership by the end of July. America's Warrior Partnership is on the front line of preventing veteran suicide. They've had extraordinary success, and here's how you can help. When you switch your cell phone service to Pure Talk this month, you'll be invited to round up to support America's Warrior Partnership. No pressure, but if you do, Pure Talk will match your donation dollar for dollar. And to further celebrate 250 years of our extraordinary democratic republic, Pure Talk is offering unlimited talk, text, and data for just $34.99 a month. Dial pound 250, say Mike Rowe. That's pound 250, say Mike Rowe. And happy birthday to us.
From the ABA Heating and Cooling Weather Center, this is Zone Weather.
Your Austin weather, mostly cloudy early, then sunshine for your Thursday afternoon, a high of 95. Tonight's low, 76. Friday, mix of sun and clouds, a high in the upper 90s.
This report is sponsored by Abacus Plumbing, Air Conditioning, and Electrical.
Right now, AC tune-ups from Abacus are just $99. Licensed local technicians are ready when you need them. Or get $100 off any repair over $1,000. Call or book online at abacusplumbing.com. Abacus, you can count on us. License M20628.
Everyone sees me as a football player, but before anything else, I'm human. I'm Javier El Chicharito Hernandez, and every single day I'm still learning how to live with problems, mistakes, ever since I was born. This isn't a normal podcast. Everything here is spontaneous, real, and genuine. Just honest conversations about what it means to be alive. I'm Javier El Chicharito Hernandez, and this is Learning to be Human. Open your free iHeartRadio app, search Learning to be Human, and listen now.
This World Soccer Report is sponsored by MyPlates.com.
iHeartRadio FIFA World Cup Update.
Team USA is likely set to take on Bosnia-Herzegovina in the round of 32 after Bosnia's 3-1 win yesterday over Qatar.
Oh, it's in! That should do it for Bosnia!
The Americans finished group play tonight in Los Angeles against Turkey, one of 6 matches today. They include Germany and Ecuador in East Rutherford, New Jersey, and Paraguay and Australia in Santa Clara, California.
For live Fox coverage, search World Cup Now on the free iHeartRadio app.
The world's biggest soccer celebration is here. Show your team spirit beyond game day with a MyPlates personalized plate. Choose your message, your style, and your colors. Create yours today at myplates.com.
Sports Radio 1300 The Zone, your home for the Texas Longhorns.
You heard the beat drop, and you know what that means. WWE Hall of Famer and World's Strongest Man, the Mark Henry, brings you his World's Strongest Take. Take it away, big fella.
Harge?
Yes?
You know what time it is?
What time is it?
It's time for the World's Strongest Take by the World's Strongest Man. Ronald, back then they didn't know me, but now that I'm hot, they all on me. Well, guys, we're in the NBA, thick of it. The draft is over now. Free agency is right up on us. And we already had one big major thing happen. Well, 2 really with Giannis, but we expected that. But this one we did not expect with LaMelo Ball going to Minnesota. There's going to be a lot more shocking things like this happening over the next week. But the thing that I'm talking about right now, my take is what teams really made themselves better. They listed about 4 or 5 teams out of all the teams in the NBA that through the draft and their positioning were able to get an A+ grade. The Atlanta Hawks was one of those teams. The Boston Celtics was one of those teams. We had the Golden State Warriors, one of those teams. The LA Clippers, they listed the San Antonio Spurs, the Memphis Grizzlies, and Oklahoma City Thunder. I'm not going to get on all of these. We don't have the time. But adding one guy at Golden State, I don't think you can warrant that as being an A+. Yes, they needed a scoring forward. They got one, high ranked, good job. But there was a team that didn't get listed. And I think they didn't get listed because they've had a lot of failure. And you know, they gave them a B+, but I thought that it should have been an A. And that team was the Sacra Kingos. The Sacramento Kings. They drafted Darius Acuff with the 7th overall pick. And Alex Carabin at 29, which this dude, all he did was make one big shot after another. At whatever range you wanted him to make it at. And then they went into Houston and they picked up Emmanuel Sharp in the 2nd round, who all he did was draw the best offensive player from every other team. He played both positions, point and 2. He was a facilitator, and he was the guy that when the clock started ticking, 3, 2, 1, you always wanted it in his hands. I don't know how Sacramento Kings didn't get an A+, but they're going to prove it. And I think that the San Antonio Spurs, second to the Sacra Kingos, had the second best showing in the draft. Drafting 2 big guys that are muscle guys, mean guys, aggressive guys that one can protect Wemby, but also if Wemby goes to the bench, you got two guys of equal stature that can be out there that can help out. And then Oklahoma City Thunder. They realized that Chet Holmgren was not going to be able to compete with Wemby. So they went and got a 7'3", the biggest guy in the draft, one of the more aggressive guys, and a guy that can shoot with either hand, and had shot the three-pointer at 34%. That's pretty good. So I feel like those three teams are the teams that I did the most with what they had in the draft. What say you?
Well, as we talked about earlier, you start to look at some of these teams and understand that the movement of separation is a little bit different. When you start to look at the top of the draft and the players that got better, I mean, we keep forgetting that the Washington Wizards have Trae Young, they have Sarr, they have Anthony Davis, and now they have DeBansta. That team is the one that got better. They were the ones that really got better because they got another piece to go with that front
Utah.
line. I mean, you start
Ace Bailey?
But Ace Bailey, I'm the jury's still out on him. But you start looking on him.
What about George? They got Keontae George on there?
Keontae George. He definitely was a steal of the draft from last year.
There's a few teams, about 8 teams that did really good. Chicago, I thought, did a good job.
Yeah.
With what they already have. But the whole point is the 3 teams that I thought I named and gave you the reason why, and I wanted to see what you thought about those calls, because Sacramento is not a good team, but they made moves.
And nobody will ever watch them. We're not going to see those players. I mean, nobody watches Sacramento. When's the last time you stayed up to watch a Sacramento game?
Nobody was watching Philly before Allen Iverson came.
So you're saying that Sacramento is going to be the Philadelphia with
of
Iverson.
The 2026. I think that this team, the 3 guards that they got are really, really good, and they lack that. Fox left and came to San Antonio, and they got a box of Skittles and some draft picks.
Yeah.
And that's what it's turned into. So now let's see what that's going to do for them.
Yeah, well, I mean, Sacramento will not be on my TV unless they're playing somebody I want to see. But I do want to follow. I do want to follow Darius Acuff Jr. because I'm a big fan of his. I thought for sure that the Dallas Mavericks were going to make a move to go get him because our conversation about what they were going to do with Kyrie. But obviously,
they answered that
by keeping Kyrie.
By keeping him.
Yeah. So I'm looking at that. You talked about OKC Thunder. We'll see. I didn't think Holmgren was bad. People are trying to make it as if Holmgren is a terrible basketball player. A lot of people have problems with Wemby. A lot of people. So the mental, Wemby was motivated because Chet had been getting the best of him. And now all of a sudden it flipped. So people that are thinking Chet Holmgren, oh man, they had to go get somebody else. No, they had to get Chet Holmgren to get some confidence.
Chet had 2 games where he shot under 11 shots.
He didn't even score a point.
That too. He had 2 games where he didn't.
He had a mental block.
And you can get over that.
Yeah.
But it's gonna have to wait till next year. Because there wasn't nothing they can do this year.
Yeah. There's a lot of teams that failed at this draft. And again, it goes back to what I said at the very beginning of the show. How can we say they failed and these dudes haven't even been on the court yet? Let's see what happens in a few years. This is that what's your return on investment type of deal to see what's going to happen there. World's strongest man with the world's strongest take. Coming up next, we have USA. They're playing tonight, and they got an opportunity to do something they have never done.
Never?
We'll discuss it right here on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio, AM 1300 The Zone, and always free on the iHeartRadio app.
Baseball season is here, and the Round Rock Express are ready to take the field. Hear all the action right here on 1300 The Zone. Whether you're at home or on the road, stay connected with Round Rock Express baseball, live on 1300 The Zone.
From the Lawrence and Lawrence Traffic Center.
About a 10 to 12 minute slowdown this morning due to rush hour speeds over on I-35 northbound. You're backed up from the 45 Southeast toll up to William Cannon Drive. A 5-minute out of your commute over on Mopac northbound from Davis Lane to Cesar Chavez, but moving right along over on 183 southbound. No delays from 620 to Loop 360. I'm Jason Fossick with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. Trouble sleeping lately? Upgrade to the great sleep you deserve at Mattress Firm's July 4th sale. Choose from a curated selection of top brands and let their sleep experts help you narrow it down. They make sleep easy.
DraftKings Sports is live in all 50 states. Yes, that means you, Texas. The whole world is watching one tournament right now. Group stage chaos, knockout drama, stoppage time heartbreak. The DraftKings Sports app is now live in Texas. So whether you're catching the early kickoff before work or the late match at the bar, you're in on every minute, every match, every moment, all in one app. Right here in Texas, the world's biggest stage is in the palm of your hand. New DraftKings customers sign up with code AM1300. Spend $5 to get $200 in total rewards. That's code AM1300. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Event trading offered by DraftKings Predictions, a CFTC registered introducing broker. Trading involves risk of loss. Market availability varies. Eligibility restrictions apply. $50 every 7 days via click-to-claim issue in non-withdrawable prediction dollars that expire in 1 year. Ends June 28th. Terms at dkng.co/predictions promo.
Tonight on Fox.
What a huge moment.
America's World Cup dream continues.
Shot taken, go!
Don't miss Christian Pulisic lead out the Stars and Stripes in a huge final group matchup.
And again, the U.S. has scored!
Against Turkey. USA, Turkey. Tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern on Fox and streaming live on Fox One.
This July 4th, celebrate with America 250 at America's Block Party, hosted by Queen Latifah. It's a 4th of July benefit show happening at the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum, featuring music performances from major artists, including Chris Stapleton and the Smashing Pumpkins, patriotic tributes, and the kickoff to Giving Forth, helping to make this the biggest season of giving in American history. Get your America's Block Party tickets at america250.org/LA.
This summer's must-have accessory, it's the Simon Plus Rewards program, where you can access exclusive offers for shopping, dining, and having fun at Simon malls, mills, and premium outlets. Plus, you can get points and rewards for shopping at shopsimon.com too. It's free to join, and there are even more exciting perks to enjoy every time you shop. Sign up at simonplus.com today and get ready to summer in style. Rewards program terms apply. See simonplus.com for details.
The largest gun show in Central Texas is back in Round Rock this Friday through Sunday. Texas Gun Shows, voted the #1 gun show in Texas, will be at the Embassy Suites off Interstate 35 in Round Rock in the same parking lot as Bass Pro Shops this weekend. Can't make it Saturday or Sunday? No problem. Check out the sneak peek Friday 4 to 7. Hundreds of tables of guns, free parking, and no need to take a toll road. Do not miss it. For more info, visit gunshowstx.com. Texas Gun Shows, making gun shows guns again.
Pickleball is on the rise. 46.8 million players nationwide, with a projected $5 billion industry by 2033. Looking to be part of this exciting growth? Crush Yard offers a unique franchise opportunity, redefining the pickleball experience with indoor courts, exceptional dining, craft drinks, and entertainment. This is your chance to invest in a rapidly growing brand shaping the future of leisure. For a limited time, you can own a piece of the action. Visit CrushYardFranchising.com to learn more. Crush Yard, Pickleball Bar and Lounge.
Score big with employee pricing for everyone at Group 1 Ford of South Austin. Buy the 42-mile-per-gallon 2026 Ford Maverick XL Hybrid for only $26,980. Transparent pricing, no dealer add-ons. Get this deal today in our showroom or at Group1FordofSouthAustin.com. Stock TRA 36672. Original MSRP of $30,105. Dealer discount of $3,177. Includes $225 dock fee. Subject to availability. MPG is an EPA estimate. Offer can't be combined. Exclusions may apply. Offer in 7526.
This January, Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship takes over the ocean. The inaugural Bruise Cruise sails from Miami to the Bahamas aboard the Norwegian Jewel. 3 straight days with pool deck bare knuckle fights in the Caribbean. Massive parties, beach events, DJs, cigars, tequila tastings, and non-stop action. The lineup reveals coming soon. Cabins are disappearing fast, and the prices won't stay this low. Reserve your spot with just $200 down at BKFSEA.com.
Coach Sark here. 1300 The Zone is your flagship home for the Texas Longhorns.
Another great show that we have. There is a story that is out there that we're going to get into tomorrow. The full story of Torian Arnold, defensive back for the Detroit Lions. It is the craziest story, and this is back in February. It's just now coming out because he turned himself in. Apparently, he had rented an Airbnb, and the Airbnb got robbed, and he thinks that some people set them up. So he went and found the people, and he got people to rough them up, so to speak. It is one of the craziest stories.
He called the boys?
Yeah. Whenever you have them kind of people, you call them in those situations, and them people show up.
They show up.
But the problem is somebody didn't talk.
Oh, man.
Oh, man. You been watching Power? You been watching Raising Canaan? They got you. They gonna get you. Got to be more careful out there. But something else is going on. There is a bunch of matches today. As Lindsay said, I'm allowed to say games today.
You can say games.
I can say games today. Curacao versus the Ivory Coast will kick off at 3 p.m. or 2 p.m. our time. You got Ecuador and Germany playing today. Tunisia and the Netherlands. That's going to be a fun game. Japan plays. Let's see if that dude still got PTO. We're going to find out with him. They play Sweden. Paraguay plays Australia. And Turkey takes on the U.S. of A. And speaking of the U.S. of A, they have an opportunity to do something that they have not done before.
Of the group stage against Turkey in Los Angeles before heading to the knockout round, and they are hoping to make history as the first U.S. team to ever go 3-0 in the stage. USMNT star Christian Pulisic says he is ready to go and is hoping their success will bring new American fans to the game.
I hope that we've done that in the first couple games, but there's still a lot more that we want to do to make that happen. But at the end of the day, it's because we want to win. We want to play a big part in this tournament and do the best that we can for our team, for this country, and hopefully people can get on board with that.
So here's the outstanding part about this and what the possibilities are for the US of A. If they can win today, or the way as it stands right now in the tournament, they have a chance to get not only to the Sweet 16, they got a chance to get to the quarterfinals. They have an opportunity to make some things happen because the way the bracket is set up, it looks like they will play Bosnia first. They can get past them. They're going to play another weaker team, and they're positioning themselves to make a run at this thing. Yeah. Something that has never happened, like you said, like they just said. This will be the first time that they have an opportunity to go 3-0 in the group stage.
I just want these people to not say the way that they read. It's Turkey. It's not Turkey A.
Oh, wait.
It's not.
I'm gonna call it Clay. It's Turkey
A. It just bothers. Just because there's an apostrophe E at the end, it's not pronounced Turkey. It's Turkey. It's always been, and it always will be, Turkey.
It's not ham.
See, there you go. Even though I do like turkey and ham. Thanksgiving is my favorite.
Yeah, I figured it would be.
But it's you got to do better. Like, you saying US of A is okay because we know that you're making a...
No, it is United States of America.
Yeah.
US of A.
It's not the same as Turkey A. It's Turkey.
Well, I can't even deal with you, man.
These people.
Well, have you seen, is it Cape Verde or Cabo Verde?
No, it's Cape Verde. That's the way they say it.
That's not how they said it.
They say Cape Verde. I listened to the videos. Hey.
Oh, you listen to the videos, but have you talked to those people, though?
No, I haven't talked to anybody.
Exactly. That's the thing. Because I've heard multiple shows talk about how to pronounce it. I know all the people I know, like yourself, call it Cape Verde. But is it not Verda? Is it not?
I don't think so. I don't think so. You're not gonna make me lie.
What is it? I mean, you can.
So tomorrow I'm gonna investigate it.
I
tonight.
need you to. I need you to.
And I'm gonna have at least 3 or 4
different.
Who?
Turkey.
Turkey
is
they
eliminated.
are. I'm excited though about the U.S. playing tonight.
Mark, I need you to get some sleep tonight, though.
I'm gonna watch the first hour and then I'm gonna go to sleep.
Okay, you gonna watch
I promise.
it? You gonna watch it?
If it's 1-1 though,
oh yeah, you got to stay up for that.
Then it's a chance I might have to just go on and come in here sleepy.
Take a nap today, Mark.
I will.
Take a nap after the show. I need you to take a nap today.
Okay.
All right. Because I'm going to take 3 of them.
You're not. You got the grandkids.
Hey, man. They
going to burn the house down if you go to sleep.
We sleep together. I get them both together and we're going to go. Let's take naps.
We taking a nap. Everybody, come on.
Okay. I want to tell this story real quick. Because Mark and I, we go back and forth all the time. We love each other. We give each other a hard time, but we love each other. Mark always tells this story about we got caught. Come on out.
Come on out. They caught us.
They caught us. I was watching, and I don't even believe I'm telling you this. I was watching Charleston White the other day. And Charleston White said, man, the dude asked him, if there is a crime committed and we together, one of us got to get away. What are we going to do? He said, if I get caught, we all got caught. I watched it for like 5 minutes and I was trying to change it, but I was laughing so hard because we are now in a time like what you were talking about where people think it's okay to tell on other people. People think it's okay now to pull out the camera, take a picture of you, video you doing something stupid. When before, if you did something stupid, it was word of mouth. And by the time it got to you, it was 3 different stories by the time it got to you. Now people are like, run the tape.
No, they got document.
Hey, run the tape. Run the tape. And I'm just
Smokey, what you doing over there in them bushes?
Exactly. And I'm sad that our kids are growing up in this type of moment. I'm sad that we're
Can you imagine all the stuff that we did?
That's what I'm saying.
If it would have been on video.
I mean, we wasn't doing
that.
that.
I got on top of a train.
To do what?
Just to ride on the top of the train, and ended up the train did not stop in the town because normally it does.
Did you have to pay for the train?
8 miles.
Because I know you put a dent in it when you got on top.
Wow.
Of it. I know you did.
You're so you're a piece of work.
I'm a piece of work.
That's what I'm gonna call it right now.
I wanna thank our guy Eric Henry of Horns 247. I want to thank JJ Gotch of the Austin Gamblers. Make sure you get out to the Taylor Rodeo, taylorrodeo.org for the next gambler that will take place this weekend at the Taylor Rodeo. And of course, I want to thank my guy Mark Henry and Ronald for holding it down. Make sure you're locked in tomorrow. We got another great show. We'll be recapping what's going on with the USA and Turkey. And of course, we'll have more Texas football and so much more right here on the Morning Kickoff. And just remember this, folks, don't believe everything you see, because even salt looks like sugar. Peace.
Hi, this is Tom McKay, owner of Audiovisual Consultations. Today's home electronics